Hi guys, welcome back to this house of fashion. Today's tutorial is the continuation of this style. So this is the part 2. So the main part of this class is how to get this flounce on the sleeve and at the chest line. So I'll be folding this fabric, the golden yellow fabric. I'll be folding it out for you to be able to achieve the flounce now. So let's get to work. So the first thing you're going to do is to spread out your fabric. It's not going to be in fold, just spread it single like this. So after when you've already spread it, so that is when you now start taking the necessary measurements. So after when you've already spread it out this way, the next thing is to take the center, that's the middle of the fabric, the center from the two sides, the center from the up and down. So that is how to get it. After knowing the center, after taking the center, then you take the point, that's the 4 cardinal points. So like this, then that's my center. So I'm taking 4 inches at this side, 4 inches, that's the center, 4 inches at the side too. So that means it's going to be 8. So this is my center. I'm starting from the center here down, then up, you can see. Then I'm going to do that for the side too, just to get the 4 cardinal points. That is what you need here. As you can see, I'm doing that here too. You can see 4, then 4 to the side. After this 4, you now try, you can see the point 4 4 4. So after that, you now start by taking the circle, by connecting the 4 together. Then after getting to this point, then you extend the 4 up. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to show it to you properly now. So from that point again, you take your 4 just to connect the first 4 together. So 4, you can see 4 again, then 4 here. So you now connect it together. So after when you get to this point, this first point, then you extend it up 4. So this is how you'll be going up 4. You can see I'm taking the another distance from that point of 4 before, so making 8 4. You can see from that point of 4 before, 4, another 4, you can see. You can see the 4 is here, then 4 again. So here 2, 4. When you now get to this point, you go to that same point that you extend it up to give us 8 at initial, then you take 4 there. You see this point, this particular point, that's what I'm talking about. You go up 4 again. That's the third step, 4. So let me now cut it first for you to know where it's going to. Let me try to connect it. You connect it this way. So by the time I'm cutting it out, you're going to see it properly. You can see. So by the time I'm cutting it, you're going to see. Let me start to cut. So I've gotten to this point, I stopped. So I'll now continue the distance again, because what I need will be too much. You know, I need it at the chest, and it's also going to be at the sleeve. So this material now is 1 yard that remain after taking out the yoke part. You understand? Now I use this particular fabric to cut out the yoke. So after taking it out, I think the left over is 1 yard, the leftover is 1 yard. So I'm still extending the circle so I can get longer flounce. So that is how we are going to do to get to the wideness of what you folded out, to the edge wideness of what you folded out. You can see what I'm doing. So I can get a very long flounce. So that is how I'm going to achieve it. So this is the last circle that I can get, because that got to the last edge of the fabric folded out. You can see this area, you can no longer get 4 inches distance again. So that is why you are stopping here. So after stopping, this is what we got. You can see how it is. This is how it's going to be. This is what we call flounce. So you can use this to make a plate. You can place it directly like that. So at the sleeve side, we make a gathers with it to make it more full. But at the chest line, we make it of tiny plates. So you can do any one of the two. You can also make it a gathers at the chest and also at the sleeve. So this is how it's going to be. You can see how beautiful this flounce turns out. So back to the yoke. I've turned each and every yoke with lining. So I gum stay it, then turn into the line. This is what is going to be at the center, where button is going to be. So this is how it's going to be at the back, you can see, and also at the front. There's an opening at the front, so then I'm going to place this on it. So in your hole, you might put an opening at the front, might not put an opening at the front, because by the time you place that straight one at the center is going to cover it. So we can just leave it like that. Don't divide the center, because when I divided the center, I realized that this particular straight one is still going to cover. So that is my color. I've already gum stay it as well. So you can see this is after when I've already stitched down at the center. You can see. So but I'll try to close it before placing this on it. So I'll just use my needle and try to close it back, then place this on it. So that's how I'm going to do it. But as we did not divide the center, just there's no need of using needle and try to close it back. So this is the back. The back is going to have opening, because there's going to be a zip passing the back. You understand? So here is after fixing the collar. You know, you're going to join your shoulder together before you can take the length of the neckline to cut out the collar. So that is what I did. After joining the two shoulders, then I could get my length of the collar, then join the collar to the neckline. So this is at the flounce, at the chest line, and at the sleeve line. You can see how beautiful this turns out. If you are watching for the first time, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to my channel for more amazing tutorials. And for those people that have already subscribed, I really appreciate you guys for watching my video. Always see my next tutorial. Bye.